Trevor Daniels asks, besides yeast health, what role does magnesium play in beer? And we've also had a conversation of maybe upper limits, because John, and maybe this isn't because I'm a little bit a fan of some bathroom humor. Well, am I wrong to think that if you go too high with magnesium in your beer, that you can have some, we'll call it downstream issues?
I know I said that back in How to Brew. You'd have to get.
Oh, so maybe I got that from you. Okay,
Yeah,
is that a thing?
I said a lot of things kind of tongue in cheek at the time, but that I really should have quantified more. Yeah, certainly milk of magnesia
Sure.
is magnesium sulfate, and yeah, it has, or is it magnesium? It's a magnesium compound. Yeah, it can cause you to have issues like that. We're learning more and more, and this shoot goes back 10 years to the IBD Institute in England or Scotland. Graham Walker and others have promoted increasing magnesium levels in beer because it really helps the fermentation. Yeast, they need magnesium, and especially in this age of IPAs where we're always adding calcium, from the yeast point of view, they're exposed to a wort that has a preponderance of calcium. They can't see the magnesium because all this calcium's in the way. And so there's, and I was talking to Dan Carey about this at the last MBA conference in Seattle. And we feel it's an issue that needs more discussion, or needs to be talked about more, where getting at least 10, if not 20 or 30 ppm of magnesium into your water, so that by the time you've done your calcium salts additions, and then when you mix that with the malt, your wort has kind of a parity of magnesium and calcium. To the best of our knowledge, malt supplies about 70 ppm of magnesium and about 30 ppm of calcium, whereas in a typical brewing water, we're supplying more like 70 or 150 calcium and maybe 5 or 10 magnesium in most water recipes, if you will. So, at the end of the day, in the final work going to fermentation, we're trying to get about 100 of each. Maybe 150 calcium, 100 magnesium. That's still on par, as you might say. And I think, and it works well for fermentation.